standard what stroke survivors go through in their daily lives, like the challenges they experience and some things that they wish they would understand and realize. Well, today I have 8 challenges that stroke survivors get to experience. As you listen, please comment down whatever experience you think you or a loved one or someone you know that had a stroke in the past had to experience. So number 1 on the list will be fatigue. Yeah, stroke survivors will get tired really easily from really small things that we used to do all day, all long, all hours. This time as a stroke survivor, we get really tired not even doing a quarter of what we used to do compared to past stroke. Number 2, we have cognitive fog. Yeah, as a stroke survivor, we tend to be forgetful oftentimes, and we have difficulties remembering stuff, difficulty focusing. We forget things like dates, names, and tags sometimes. We know this person, but we really can't seem to place their name or where they're feeling right and stuff like that. And focusing is really a difficult task, as we find ourselves getting easily distracted by one or two things. One thing or more actually. Okay, the third, and this was very personal to me, emotional changes. As a stroke survivor, we tend to have mood swings and anxiety. Yeah, we get easily irritated and sometimes we cry easily. So personally, I would say for me the reverse was the case. So I used to be a person who was so emotional. I mean, on the Pisces, by the way, I was so emotional. I would cry at every little thing. But after I had a stroke, like during my very early days of stroke, like I just kind of went numb. I would say I went cold. Like no matter how painful something would be, I just like I would really want to cry. I would really want to be emotional, but nah, it just wasn't working for me. Like I would just stay mute, just watch things. I would just stay mute and watch as though nothing really happened. And if you did see me cry, then it means I was really hurt from within. Yeah, so yes, emotional changes. For some people, I think the reverse too is the case in the sense that they used to be numb, but after a stroke, they tend to cry really easily. And then mood swings. Yeah, I would have crazy mood swings. I can be happy this second, the next moment I'm all grumpy and don't do that and stuff. Well, again, stroke happens differently for different people. No two strokes are ever the same. The symptoms for one person may be exceptionally different from another person. And the fourth reason would be physical limitations. Yes, as obvious as that may be, physical limitations is a challenge for most stroke survivors. I wouldn't say all stroke survivors, but most stroke survivors, because again, every stroke is different per person. So both stroke survivors get to experience weakness, some paralysis, some get balance issues, some still get numbness and tingling on their faces, their arms and their legs. Yeah, physical limitations. One of the most painful things I would say that I got to experience as a stroke survivor was the fact that I could not scratch my own hand. Like I would see my unaffected hand itch so bad, but I can't scratch it. Like I would literally beg someone to scratch my hand for me. That to me was really painful. Like but my affected hand, whenever it itches, I could always use my unaffected hand to scratch it. But whenever my unaffected hand itches, oh god, I'll either start rubbing it on the wall or on a bed or against something, a chair, whatever, beg someone. Worst case scenario is beg someone to help me scratch it. I know. Okay. And then the fifth point or fifth challenge most stroke survivors experience: daily routine challenges. As an adult, or some of us who had gone through a stroke as adults, as an adult, you've grown up to have your own kind of dress sense, kind of stuff you like. You like to wear your shoes and tie them, you like to wear shoes with laces, tie them and stuff like that. But once you get a stroke, your daily routine changes because you experience difficulty in breathing, in dressing and in grooming. So personally, I had to switch most of my button and zip-up pants to slip-on. My shoes too, I would either do slip-ons. Or I would have mom help me tie it once. and then I tend to sleep and just put it in, put it out until the rope loses by itself. Then I will peg someone a bit more tight again, and then I repeat the process. Yeah, so daily routine challenges or something. I mean, especially when you like to shower more than one time a day, it feels like your body sometimes will always go box someone or go beg someone to come help you with your shower routines and stuff like that. And then for my grooming, as an African, I just braid my hair up and leave it in for like a month or more. Yeah, braiding has been my lifesaver. Prior to my stroke, I would always wash my hair, do wash and go style, natural hairstyles. Do wash and go and just style it naturally. I mean, young girl do your style, ponytail, two ponytail, all the stuff. But due to my physical limitations, I had to limit my choices to braiding, just braid the hair up and let it sit in for like a month or more. And then with time I would come up with a video, hopefully, on how to switch alternative solutions of a stroke survivor side. So instead of wearing this, that may seem challenging to do this instead and stuff like that. And then the next challenge, number 6 challenge, would be sleep disturbances. So as a stroke survivor, from what I've heard from other survivors, they're either sleeping too much or sleeping too little. Personally, so during my very early days of stroke, I mean, that time passes by so quick. I mean, stroke recovery comes in phases. Yeah, it comes in phases. I mean, like the very early stage of the stroke survivor side is quite different from the middle stage and the almost recovered stage and fully recovered stage. So during my early days of surviving stroke, what usually happens is I would sleep all day. I mean, maybe because I used to work overnight shift prior to my stroke, maybe, I don't know. So I would sleep all day, and then at night I would sleep like, so I wake up around 10 and then have breakfast, shower, do whatever needs to be done. If there's no hospital appointment, I will lie on the couch to watch a TV, watch a movie, and before I know it, I'm dozing off. Sleep till like 4 o'clock, wake up, have dinner, or 2 o'clock have lunch, sleep back, wake up around 6, have dinner. Plus, I ate excessively because of the medication changes and stuff. So I will sleep like the whole day, then around 10 o'clock I'll go into the room. We'll all depart to the room for bedtime, and there my morning begins. I'll stay up all night till at around say 3 or 4 a.m. I start to feel sleepy and then sleep until 10 o'clock again the next morning and repeat the cycle. Except of course when I have doctor's appointments and I have to wake up early and stuff like that, but otherwise that's just me. The 7th challenge most stroke survivors get to experience is language barriers. For stroke survivors who have their speech impaired, they usually have trouble speaking, reading and writing, or writing. Yeah, they have trouble either in speaking or in reading or in writing. Some may have just one, some may have all 3, some may have just 2 out of the 3. Yeah, I know. Well, again, for those who are speech impaired, because not every stroke survivor gets just speech impaired. Like me, for one, I did not have speech impairment at anything. Okay, then the 8th challenge most survivors experience, and I was one of these. I was one of those who had bladder or bowel controls. So as a stroke survivor, personally during my early days of recovery, I had frequent urges. Like I would pee frequently. And the funny thing is the fact that you may never know when exactly is gonna come. Like, so I was advised at the hospital to just go every 5 minutes. Never can tell, just go sit on the toilet. I mean, it could come, it could not come, but just make it a habit to go frequently. Because if you don't do that, then it may take you by surprise on the way, and that's not so nice. And then number 9, this is personal. I haven't had most people complain about this or make this complaint. I don't know if it's because I had my stroke in 2020 with the COVID-19 and all the stuff, but personally I experienced shortness of breath. I know, as weird as that may sound, I experienced shortness of breath. Like if I'm talking too quick, I have to stop and grab some breath. I can't really like, I mean, breathing normally I would breathe, but I can't really be in an uncomfortable position, so I would have to pant like. I mean, I had that experience. Go on for quite a while, but as I progressed in my stroke recovery journey, that kind of took a good turn on its own, I'd say. Yeah, I know it was really scary at some point, but yeah, that got better over time. So thank you for watching this far. If you find this point helpful for yourself or for your loved one or for someone you know who may have had a stroke, this is Healthcasters, a channel where we depend on relentless health recovery journeys. Join the family by liking, commenting, and subscribing. Help someone by sharing this video. And of course, I'd like to know your opinion. I'd like to hear your story. Which of these challenges have you personally experienced as a stroke survivor? Or have you had a loved one experience? Or have you had someone who knows someone experience? Thank you. See you on the next video.